Hey, hi. We're out and about at Engle Lane Theatre in Streator on Columbus Road with Gleam TV. My name's Toni PETTIT, and this, and this is Diane Oldenburg.
Hi, I'm Diane Oldenburg, thank you, with a hyphen, thank you very much.
So, so we're going to talk a little bit about Engle Lane Theatre.
Yes, we are.
And since you know more about it than I do, I'm going to let you talk first. And then I'll just interrupt you as you go along. How's that?
Well, yeah, that works like we do every day.
Okay, all right.
We just,
then
like
you're
that.
up.
Hi, hello, my name's Diane. And Engle Lane Theatre didn't start out as Engle Lane Theatre. It started out in 1958 by a high school, what do you call it? Thespian teacher.
Right?
A thespian teacher,
Right.
Donna Peterson. And she had the idea to do a play.
Right.
And
cool, right?
so, I think that's very cool. Braver than I would be. That was in 1958, and they did Harvey. And they did it at the
That's
Streator.
the rabbit.
The rabbit.
Right, got it.
They did it at the high school, Streator High School auditorium.
Nice.
And that was in 1958. They did Harvey. And
Hot.
And it was hot.
That was pre-air conditioning days, right?
Right.
Yes.
Schools weren't air conditioned back then, children. And so anyway,
Thank God for modern technology.
So Mrs. Peterson had a friend, Dr. William C. Schiffbauer, who was very artsy and performed. Oh, he could sing.
Well, he was into arts and entertainment, right? That was his thing, right?
And he was a physician. He was known by Doc to some people.
Okay.
He was known by Bill to others, and Dr. Schiffbauer.
Okay.
So he and Mrs. Peterson got together, and then there was a woman by the name of Mrs. Engle who came into the picture.
That was Connie. Connie Engle.
Was it Connie Engle?
Engle. Constance Engle.
Constance Engle. All right. Well, anyway, she had this warehouse out here on Columbus Road.
Right. Well, for asparagus, right?
Asparagus
Of all
warehouse.
things. Can you imagine? We are sitting in an old asparagus. An asparagus
I
warehouse.
like asparagus.
I love asparagus.
Oh, I don't.
Oh, I think it's great. Thank you, Connie,
Oh.
for the asparagus and for. So anyway, so she donated, right?
She donated
the
this
warehouse.
warehouse.
And I think the cool breezes that blow.
That's
through
right.
the
That's what she
field,
said.
right?
Yeah, because it was pre-air conditioning.
Right.
And so she donated the warehouse, and from what I understand, they had one little bitty corner was a stage over here somewhere, and they had tents that the people had to go out and change their costumes.
No dressing rooms.
No dressing room. It was a warehouse for
no
heaven's
bathrooms.
sakes. Yeah. Well, they
I
had
bet those performances.
Well, they had a cornfield. They had a cornfield, so you know.
Well, maybe the performances were really short. But what?
And they starved themselves and did not drink before.
It could be. Could be.
So anyway,
yeah.
Mrs. Peterson's big thing was live entertainment and the appreciation of the theater. Live entertainment is just unbelievable. It's just a total different feeling, atmosphere.
I agree.
So anyway,
But community theater in particular. Like I've been to live theater productions, off Broadway or Broadway shows, and they're amazing, right?
Oh,
but
sure.
The talent that comes in a small community theater, unbelievable.
Oh my goodness. And like I said, they would start with maybe one production or two productions a year, then they went to 6. They even had things, Dr. Schiffbauer was instrumental in starting it was called a Happy Talkers Club. And I think it was young teenagers and
We should
younger
revitalize
adults.
that club.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun?
I know, because
Oh, that would
chatty
be fun.
Cathy's,
Happy
right?
Talk. Okay, anyway.
But anyway, yeah.
So they, matter of fact, a lot of my friends in high school were happy talkers. And
Before my time in Streator, but
well, that would have been, let's see, I was in high school in the
we don't
69s to 70s, something like that. So anyway, a lot of performances have come through Streator, or to Streator, and it's been local talent from the surrounding community.
right,
Right?
we're an
Our
equal
hometown.
opportunity.
Yeah, it's just, and
Performing
it's amazing.
Arts Center.
It is absolutely amazing. People that you see on the street in Streator that you know, and then you come out to see a performance, and they have totally transformed themselves
Right.
into something you couldn't even recognize.
But you know what? That happens to me. If I put on a boa, Whole different person.
Oh, well, you know what?
I didn't tell
where's
you.
my prop?
Would you stay in here?
Oh, sorry. I was lost my prop.
I went to Vegas with some friends, and we went to go see Bette Midler. So we all dressed with dark sunglasses and boas, and we were walking through Caesar's Palace. I'll tell you, you didn't even recognize these women because we were not the same people. So I don't even know what happens to these people when they get on stage, but I would imagine it's kind of the same thing.
It is
right?
truly, truly amazing.
But you know, talking about transforming, isn't before the regular season starts, there's another performance that takes place, right?
Now, talk about
And what is
transforming.
that's
And it
Penguin
is
something.
called
Penguin?
the Penguin Project.
Penguin Project. I heard of that.
And I had the pleasure last year I came out and I saw Annie Jr.
I missed it.
Excuse me. Well, you missed it
Really?
because it was
Yeah.
fabulous.
I've heard.
The talent and the work and
So wait, so what is
Okay.
Penguin Project? Because I didn't go late. So, and I think that there's probably a lot of people out there who also are unfamiliar with Penguin Project because it's new to Streator, right? But not new. Is it new in Streator? But
it's kind of new to Streator. I want to say this will be their second year for it,
Okay.
I believe.
okay.
And the Penguin Project, it'll be running from the 12th through 14th, 12th, 13th, and 14th.
Of April.
And of
It's
April,
this month,
excuse me,
right?
of April.
Yeah. So just a couple
Of April.
Couple of weeks away and only three days, three
Yes.
performances.
And it is a group of, I call them performers, but I found out Penguin Project calls them artists.
Oh, artists.
And
Okay.
the artists are children, some have they all have some type of disability.
Or challenge.
Or challenge, be it
Okay.
cerebral palsy, autism, visual, hearing, speech impediments,
Wow.
different things like
Wow.
that. And each each artist, there's 24 artists and there's 22 mentors. And each artist has a mentor that learns to play right along with them, right along with the words.
Like an understudy. Kind of.
wouldn't call it an understudy. Sometimes you don't even realize they're there.
Oh, so they're on stage
They're
with
on
the
stage
artist.
with the artist.
So it's like Peter Pan and his shadow.
I've never seen Peter Pan.
You never saw Peter Pan. I'm gonna have to talk to the people at Engle Lane and ask them to do Peter Pan. You know they did it at St. Michael's High School. It was great. But anyway, let's stay focused on
All right,
this. So anyway,
there are 24
okay, well,
artists. and
Peter
20
Pan. Hold on.
All right.
Peter Pan had a shadow, and a shadow, of course, follows him
Okay.
everywhere he went. And because he was one of the lost boys, he didn't understand the shadow. And then somehow during the play, he loses the shadow and he has to sew it back on. But anyway, so the shadow goes with him everywhere. So with the Penguin Project, does
You
the
could call these people the
mentor, are they
shadow.
like shadows?
They
to
would
the
be
artist?
just like
Okay.
shadows. They are with them 100%. And I'll tell you what, two of these young artists are a lot braver than I am because they're not even using a
Whoa.
mentor. And I'm like, wow, that is just incredible.
That's pretty
They are so brave. They are so brave. And this year they are doing Aladdin Jr.
Well, that'll be
And
fun.
it is a rags to riches
Excuse me.
story. And once again, I've never seen it.
Rags to Riches?
No! Aladdin Jr.
I never heard of that. Didn't you say it's a Rags to Riches?
I
How
said
is that?
it's a rags to riches story. That's what I was told by the director.
Really?
Well, yeah, that's what I was told.
Oh, because Aladdin was poor, he gets on the magic carpet, robs the 40.
I don't know. I haven't
okay,
seen
well,
it. I just
all right.
told you that.
Then
Just
I'll stop.
told you
All right,
that.
I'll stop spoiling it.
All right, exactly.
Okay,
So
all right.
stop. But I did have the privilege to come out here about a week ago, and I had permission to watch part of a rehearsal.
Lucky
They
you.
started their rehearsal in November with just 1 month of just their lines, and then they had tapes of the songs. So that's how
the music.
That's how the artists learn their
Got
parts.
it. Got it.
Then they come and they perform their 3 performances, and at the end of each performance, all Penguin projects do the song "Don't Stop Believing."
Oh, I like that.
Every Penguin project,
Yeah.
that is their theme song.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah, that's
stop
nice.
believing,
That's
and it
nice.
is wonderful. And one thing this year new for the Penguin Project is on Saturday night show they are having a sign language person.
Oh, wow.
It is truly amazing
So-
to see a signer sing songs with their hands. I talk with my hands. She sings with her hands. It's beautiful. So
I was
anyway,
just thinking that.
and I know, but the other thing is, and these artists are so professional. If something little would happen or whatever on the stage, didn't affect. The show must go on, and they just went right on with the next scene. And like I said, I got to see about an hour.
Nice.
And I left with just a
Peek.
really, really good feeling about this. So that brings us to the season. That's pre-season.
Right.
That
So
doesn't
that's in April.
That's
Now, the
in
regular.
April.
Okay, here, let me. I got
Yeah,
I
there
got
you
my
go.
little brochure here. You know, you can get these brochures. I think they're even. You can find them anywhere. They're at. I know City Hall has them. I think some of the businesses downtown have them. So you can find the schedules that have the names of all the shows and the dates, as well as the ticket prices. And you can buy season tickets, and there's 6 shows to a season, not including the Penguin Project. So the Penguin Project, not part of the regular season.
Right.
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 But then there's one play every month, beginning in May. Penguin Project in April. Then we got May, June, July, August, September, October. So every month you can go to the theater. Right?
Yes.
How
And,
good is that?
and
right?
you see live entertainment. I do want to go back to the history of this place, though. One thing we
Okay, I'll
forgot
let
to
you.
speak of.
What did we forget?
We forgot this place was hit by a tornado
That's true.
in 2010.
Yep. That's
Well-
the year I moved here, you know. Full time.
Yes, we did discuss
It
that.
was
didn't we?
after
Yeah.
it was after the tornado.
Well, that's how I met her. I told you in the last thing we did. She was
Oh,
my
yeah,
milk
right,
lady, my
yeah.
milk lady at court every other day. Anyway, I digress.
That's not, yeah, we don't want to go
All
there,
right,
okay.
yeah, we don't want to go there. So anyway, sheesh. All right. It got hit by the tornado in 2010.
Yep.
Well, you know what? Here comes the community and surrounding communities again, because places in, I believe it was Ottawa, they did a play, a live entertainment
I
play.
think they did.
And I believe it was maybe directed by Walt Willey, or I don't know if he
Well,
was in it.
He stars and
Well, he has his own
well,
company
and
or whatever.
you know who he is, right?
Well, that's the I can't
He was
remember
from
his
All
name.
My Children.
All My Children.
Jackson Montgomery.
Oh, that's
Erica's heartthrob.
Don't you wish
from
that
All
was
My
still back
Children.
on the air?
I know, I missed
Oh,
it. It was I
do
watched it
miss
since high school.
Oh my God! And
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
my God!
But anyway, so
Billy
that's-
Clyde Tuttle, remember Billy Clyde Tuttle? Oh my God!
So anyways, okay, so Walt Willey, right? So Walt Willey, 25 years on All My Children, but originally an Ottawa native, comes back to Ottawa every year, and he was doing live performances and live shows in their community theater, and they were at their high school. Originally, the first ones that I went to. So after the tornado, I think he did do a benefit, and he starred in it, because he stars in all those
Sure.
productions, and then helped raise funds for the rebuilding and restructuring and of all the things that made, some of the things, not all of
Right.
course, but some of the things that were lost. And from what if I remember correctly, the back of the building was blown off by the tornado, and all the props disappeared. So there were umbrellas and shoes and hats and wigs
what a mess!
strewn all over Streator in the street. Can you imagine? You're out there going to plow your corn and there's an umbrella. So anyway, but I remember someone telling me that while the props were all disappeared, there were the dresses still hanging on the hangers, and they say that about tornadoes, right? That
That's
some of
amazing.
it disappears and then.
We
so
had
anyway,
we had a lead table lifted up off of our porch onto the ground, and the plant's still on it. A lead table.
Wow,
So that
that's
tells you
crazy.
that Mother Nature.
So anyway, so they
when-
remodeled,
and when you're in
right?
a warehouse or whatever, so we've gone from a warehouse.
well, they went from the warehouse to the theater.
Right.
There was some, right? It was newer.
Right.
Remodeled, right?
Right.
And then after the tornado, then it was redone again, and the stage, I think, is bigger than it used to be. But Bess, look at this seating. Do you know? Take a look at this. Do you know what is she? 247.
247 seats.
Right.
And there's not a bad seat
No.
in the house.
Doesn't
I
matter
sat
where you are.
in many of them.
Yep.
anyway, so like I said, the real season starts May 19th, and it ends October 12th.
Right. And so you can go to the website, englelanetheater.org. They also have a Facebook page. You can buy your tickets online through the website, or you can get them at the box office. And there's a variety of packages. There's a Super Saver, which is the most economical, where you're not guaranteed a seat. You don't reserve your seat, but you come the night of the show and you get your seat that night. And then you can also reserve a single seat. You can get a double duet for more than 2 people. So you reserve 2 seats and so on. And then the price goes, varies. But if you go to single shows, I think they're $15 for a regular show, and
It's 20 for
is it
musicals,
20
I
for?
think.
You're
Yeah,
right.
it's 20 for
I don't have my
musical.
glasses on.
Well, I don't need my glasses. So
Well, good for you.
musical is $20, and the dramedy are 15. Dramedy.
Comedy,
Drama.
drama. Look, she can't speak. Let me just read it.
But I can
Okay.
read it.
And don't try and get out of the camera. Okay, so individual show tickets for a musical, $20. Comedy drama, $15. And if you're under 12, it's only 10. So, what was that all about?
I'm just listening to you.
Anyway, but that's a great way to get your kids involved, right? And if your kid is somebody who wants attention or is not afraid to be in front of the public, what a wonderful place for them to come and use their creativeness and their talents. I mean, it's a great place for kids to get involved. But so $10 to bring your kid and expose them to theater, which is awesome.
And make a night of it.
Yeah,
make
right.
a night
Well,
of
didn't
it.
you say you and your husband make it a date night?
We do. We made this our date night. And if I can get my husband to come out to Engle Lane
You know,
Theater,
I would make it a date night if I could find a date. But I try to come. I usually buy a season pass, and I try to make all the shows. But even if I can't make every single show, it's still such a good value.
It
And
really
buying
is.
a season ticket helps support the theater. It helps keep them going. And this is such a treasure in Streator. We were talking about this earlier. There's a lot of stuff happening in town, right?
Yes.
And there's a lot of new things going on, and
Main
rejuvenation
Street, yep.
and all that. But we tend to, I don't know if we tend as a community to forget, but we have so many treasures in town that have been here forever. Like when you think about this, 1958 first performance at the high school. That's like 60 years ago.
I was 3. That tells
I wasn't born yet, Granny. So that was 60.
Walked right into that
Yes,
one.
we did. So 61 years of live theater, right?
There you go.
With some, what do you call those people who are
Entrepreneurs?
No, philanthropists,
Oh,
right?
okay.
So, Constance Engle, who donates the facility, Dr. Schiffbauer, who brings it to life and feeds the theater and the live performances, and Donna Peterson, who is the original creator of live theater at the high school, and how fortunate we are that we have them. And so not only Engle Lane, that's been around for 60 years, that draws people from everywhere, but a number of other places too, right? Like Ted Weber's house and
that's right.
the historical museum, and there's a lot. Silver Spring Lake, which has
my
been around
goodness.
forever, right? Was the original. And how funny was that? When I first came to town, they said, "Let's go to Spring Lake." I'm like, "There's no lake." Well,
There used to be.
that's another show.
Yep, that's right. That's
we'll
right.
do that one. Down the road.
We'll do
But
a round
anyway.
Spring Lake.
Yeah, that would be
There you
fun.
go.
Anyway, cool
We can go
stuff
hiking.
there. But anyway, so I think it's important that we as a community share this with our own community, and then hopefully people from around the area. And I know the theater does draw because we get performers that come from LaSalle,
Yes.
from Peru, from
Yes, we do.
Ottawa,
We
from
get-
everywhere.
And even back to even the Penguin Project, even the artists in that are from around the area.
And you know what? You cannot beat the scenery. This theater does such professional
Yes, it does.
and just excellent backdrops and scenery that it can't be beat.
Well,
It's just
like I
great.
said, I was amazed last week when I was here. They let me walk onto the stage. I was dumbfounded at how deep it was. The curtains and
Yeah.
so many curtains, and it's inspiring. It was inspiring to be out here the other night, and I want to thank EJ Flanagan for getting me back into the community
Well,
of
he's
Streator.
heavily involved
He's
in
very
this, too,
heavily
right?
involved, and
Yeah.
his son and daughter both are. One's a
Well-
mentor and one's artist. So
And a lot of a lot of people at Streator. Dave Reed, my neighbor,
Right.
is heavily involved. Kathy
I got some
Missel's been
information
heavily
from Dave
involved.
about
Yeah,
our little
yeah,
program
yeah.
today. So we are very lucky. And there's an old saying, I think they call it diamond in the rough. I think that might fit here.
I don't know. I think we're already sparkling. No, not much roughness here.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, I don't know that there's much roughness.
Unless you gotta walk through the cornfield out there.
Well, that's true. But anyway, so come to Engle Lane. Go to the website englelane.org, or walk down to the box office. You can call and get their box office hours. Buy your tickets. Buy a season ticket.
That's what I wanted to touch base with about times. It's consistent. So once you get your ticket, you know that showtimes are the Sunday matinees at 2 p.m. and Monday through Saturday is at 7:30. It's consistent. You don't have to change things around. You know when it's going to be. Box office hours 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Saturday. 1 week prior to and during show week. Open 1 hour prior to all shows.
There you go. There you have
This has been a service announcement.
So, and then, in case you forget everything she said or you didn't run and get your pen to write it down, englelane.org, and they do have a Facebook page as well. And you know, they have it usually during the show. There's an intermission. You can go outside and get concessions. There's and you know that's another thing. The concession stand is always run or sponsored by a local volunteer group. So you'll find the Streator Lions Club will be out there. The Streator Leading Ladies will be out there. I'm not sure. Those are two that stick out in my mind.
I think one of the high school groups. I don't know if it's FAA
Maybe.
or
Could be.
what. I thought one night when I was out here, one time it was all
so
high school.
So there's a different
Yeah.
group.
There's your community.
Right. Continuing community support for this.
I've always
non-for-profit
been a
volunteering their
Streator
time.
first person.
Yeah.
You can ask all my friends. I've always been one to say Streator first, shop Streator first. They'd make fun of me, but you know what? I still stand by that.
Well, you know, when I first moved to Streator, 15 years ago, I bought my house, right? And I thought, you know, if I can't find stuff here in Streator, you know, I was coming from Chicago.
Sure.
And so when you're coming down, you drive through Ottawa, and I thought, well, Ottawa's got such a pretty little downtown. I guess I could go to Ottawa if I need to. And then once I got here, I thought, I never go to Ottawa.
There you go.
I don't go because I found that everything I needed, I could get right here in town.
There you go.
And so very seldom do I actually find myself traveling to Ottawa to get what I need. And especially as now that Streator is moving and shaking and, you know, we're starting to put another name for ourselves again, there's even less reason for me to leave town.
There you go.
Yeah.
And we have to come together as a community. I mean, like I said, we are in our 60s.
Hey.
Well, you know what I mean.
We're all in this together.
I
Doesn't
know,
matter how
but we've
old
got-
or young you are.
that's
Let's just
right. We
Thank
can
you.
cut that.
Yeah. I told you I needed a date. Now you're giving away my age. Fat chance I'm going to get a date to go to the show. So anyway, so other things happening.
She's just gonna have to be an old maid.
April. Not old. Let's not talk
Excuse
old.
me.
Let's leave that out. You know what? I'm going to tell you to go sit over there again. So anyway, so it's April. And what else is coming up besides, of course, the biggie, Easter. Easter is April 21st. So shopping for Easter bonnets and Easter dresses and Easter suits and Easter hams and you can get all that in town, right? So Easter's coming up, so we want to get ready for that. But I checked the calendar. There's a couple other things, and another one of our wonderful non-for-profits here in Streator is Streator Unlimited.
Oh, wonderful place.
Yeah, right. And if you don't know what they do, look them up.
And I want to say there's probably a couple of people from Streator Unlimited in Aladdin Jr.
Could be.
I think so.
Yeah. But anyway, so you can look them up. But they're a phenomenal organization that also helps people who are developmentally challenged here in our community. And they do something to, help raise funds, I believe, for Streator Unlimited. I just saw this on Facebook. You can get your yard egged. They will egg your yard.
Now that does not sound very nice. When I think of egg in a yard, I think of taking eggs and throwing them at somebody's house.
No, the Easter eggs. Easter eggs. We're talking Easter. So
sorry, my mind went there.
You know. Can we stay on topic here? Okay, so Easter eggs. So what they do, there's an application form. There's an application on their Facebook page and probably also on their website, Streator Unlimited. that
My wheels are turning.
yeah, they're scrambling those eggs in your. Anyway, so Egg My Yard 2019. It's our third annual Egg My Yard fundraising event. 40 eggs in your yard for $25. So you fill out the application, you tell them you're going to send them a check for $25. They will deliver 40 eggs to your yard and do like an
Like the
Easter
little
egg
plastic
hunt.
eggs,
Yes,
is that what you're
filled
talking
with,
about?
Of course.
Shoot, I wanted to egg your house.
No, filled with goodies.
Oh,
and then,
okay.
or you can do $45 and get 80 eggs.
Wow.
And
What was the first one?
$25
Oh, okay.
for 40
Wow.
eggs.
That's cool.
$45 for 80 eggs. So if you're having family over, you got grandkids, you can do an Easter egg hunt. You don't even have to do the work. They do it all for you.
How
And
fun
they come,
is
they do it. So
that?
I know, isn't that great? And it's not just in Streator. I did read that they hit some of the surrounding areas, and I think they go as far as Seneca. So
That is really
now,
neat.
I could be wrong, but I believe that I read that. So anyway, so go to Streator Unlimited's Facebook page and look for that. So that's kind of a fun thing to do. Or you can contact Marla Merritt at Streator Unlimited and talk to them about it. So I don't have a phone number. I didn't think to do that.
Okay.
But anyway, Streator Unlimited in your yellow pages, on the web,
On the Facebook.
and on
whatever
Facebook.
they do there.
So they got that
Social
going on. And then the other thing I found was the United Methodist Church on Bridge Street, Bridge and Monroe,
Mhm.
is offering free hot lunches for the first, well actually they're offered them in March, and now they're going to offer them for the first 2 Thursdays in April.
Wow.
So
That's nice.
from noon until 1 o'clock. It's just a 1-hour lunch.
Yeah.
But if you're around and you need a hot lunch and it's free, and if your budget's a little tight,
There you go.
there you go. So you can
Gotta
head
eat.
over to, yep, you gotta eat.
Gotta
Go over
eat.
to United Methodist Church for a free hot lunch on Thursday.
Well,
2
there you go.
Thursdays in April. And then, and then the Streator Community Center traditionally has an Easter egg hunt. And they usually do it in the city park. Now they are currently, well they were at Oakland School, now they're at Sherman School.
Oh.
So
I didn't know they switched around
they
like
did,
that.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Well,
know they did that.
Well, you know what? They were at Oakland when Oakland School closed, and they moved from their location on Vermilion Street to Oakland School. Then they had the Easter egg hunt there
Oh,
in
that's
Oakland
right.
Park.
Okay.
But now, apparently they had outgrown that facility, or the needs were better
mhm.
filled at Sherman School. So now they've relocated again, and they're at Sherman School.
Oh, okay.
So I am guessing that they will continue to have the community Easter egg hunt, but that it would be at the park there, Central Park
Oh,
by
okay.
Sherman School.
Mhm.
So I think that's going on there. But I would also check their Facebook page, Streator Community Center.
You can definitely tell spring is sprung.
Yeah,
Spring
right.
is sprung, spring
Right.
is springing.
Right, and before
spring,
you know
spring,
it,
sprung.
before you know it'll be Mother's Day. We'll be talking about that, but let's wait on that.
Oh, for
but
heaven's sakes.
And for a brief moment yesterday, it was spring.
Well, it didn't spring very long.
No, and now we're back to, well,
Cold.
yeah. Anyway, so that's
I
our
wanna
story.
egg your
No,
house.
you can't egg my house. Good Lord. I don't know why I hang around with you.
Because you love me.
Yes, I do. Anyway, so here we are. That's us. That's hey, that's it for us
Take that
on
back.
Out and About with Gleam TV, and you can find them on the internet. You can Google them, Gleam TV. They also have a Facebook presence, and we'll be back next month, and we'll talk about some more stuff in Streator,
Yeah.
right?
I hope you come back. I hope we made you laugh a little bit, think a little bit. I don't think we made anybody cry. Well, we might have.
Well, let's hope not anyway. I'll be crying at the end of this. Anyway,
No,
all right.
because I'm gonna be
Okay,
hitting her.
see you guys.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Streator first.